All praises to Ahaya, Ashur, Ahaya, Bashem, Yeshaya, Walk. This is Shabar Israel, and today I would like to speak on the prophetic topic of the Sabeans or Sabians. I'd like to discuss exactly who these people are, and it reads, For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land, and they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they may drink. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Sidon, and all the coast of Palestine? Will ye render me a recompense? And if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head. Because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their borders. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and return your recompense upon your own head. And I will sell your sons and daughters into the hands of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them into the Sabeans, to a people far off. For the Most High have spoken it. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves and come, all heathen, and gather yourselves together around about thither. Cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Most High. Let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for the wickedness is great. Multitudes and multitudes in the valley of decision. The day of the Most High is near, in the valley of decision. The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining, and the Most High also shall roar out of Zion, and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and the earth shall shake. The Most High shall be the hope of his people, and the strength of the children of Israel. So shall ye know that I am the Most High, your power, dwelling in Zion, my holy mountain. Then shall Jerusalem be holy, and there shall no strangers pass through her any more. And it shall come to pass in that day that the mountains shall drop down new wine, and the hills shall flow with milk, and all the rivers of Judah shall flow with waters, and a fountain shall come forth of the house of the Most High, and shall water the valley of Shittim. Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness for the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land. But Judah shall dwell forever, and Jerusalem from generation to generation. For I will cleanse their blood that I have not cleansed, for the Most High dwelleth in Zion. First, we have the Most High restoring the children of Judah and Jerusalem, the whole house of Israel. And after that, he said that at the same time, he's going to gather all nations to the valley of Jehoshaphat because of what they have done. They have cast lots for his people, and given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they may rejoice, in other words. And he asks, what does the whole coast of Palestine have to do with the Most High? Absolutely nothing. Therefore, he's going to recompense them for what they've done as well, their hand in it, in our slavery, in our sleep and slumber, they had a hand in it as taking advantage while we dwelled under the curses. And also, he says that they have taken his silver and gold and pleasant things. And most of all, he said, you sold them to the Grecians to remove them far from their borders. But he said that he was going to raise us up, and he has done that where they have sold us, and now he's going to pay them back. And he stated that he's going to sell their children into the hands of the Sabeans. Now, let's do a little bit of research to find out exactly who these Sabeans are, because the Sabeans in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, or the Valley of Decision, is at hand. And he also states in the 19th verse that Edom shall be a desolation, and also Egypt. Let's find out exactly who these Sabeans are. I'd like to do a secular view of who these Sabeans are, and then we will go back to the Bible as well to give more insight on Sabeans. You just go to simply Wikipedia, and it has the first thing you see, a history of Yemen. And the first thing you see is a Sabian inscription addressed to the moon god. And let's define Yemen. It says that Yemen is one of the oldest centers of civilization in the Near East. It was given a name by Ptolemy the Greek, meaning fortunate Arabia in our modern day and tongue, or happy Arabia. Now, if we continue to read, it states that the Sabian kingdom came into existence from at least the 11th century BC. There were four major kingdoms of tribal confederations in Saudi Arabia: Saba, Hadramaut, Qataban, and Mine. Saba is believed to be biblical Sheba and was the most prominent federation. Now, according to the Bible, we know Sheba brought forth a son, Menelik, and it said that Menelik dwelled there in Sheba. Now, there's a lot of information that you can keep reading, but it goes on to say that the Romans eventually had a hand in the country, and also there was a king there named Sana. And if you keep up with the news and uh, have your eyes open, Sana is a prominent news agency that reports on the current bombardment of Saudi Arabia on its neighbors there in Yemen. Just a very, very short summary of Yemen can be traced back to the Sabians, and we read in Joel that these people that had a hand in our slavery and our slumber had a hand in our ultimate and constant dumbing down of who we are as a nation of people. It was not their job to keep us completely distant from who we are in our past. And so the Most High said, well, I'm going to sell your children to the Sabians. And the thing is that the verse before that, it says that you have sold the children of Judah and Israel to the Grecians. So who's going to be sold into the Sabians? From what I can gather, it's going to be the Edomites in uh, Tyre and Zidon. The children are going to be sold to these Sabians. And not only that, it is said that some of the children of Judah are the descendants of Menelik are dwelling in some of these areas that they are bombing today. last but not least, when the Most High showed me that we were taken out of Chicago, as he stretched out his hand upon that bloody city, and we were riding upon the wind after that, and I could see the tongue of the Egyptian sea, and then he split it 7 ways, and we went over dry shod. They're hanging around in the aisles, as the Bible states, carelessly, and they're going to get blown back after it's said and done. He's going to spare a remnant of these Sabeans, so that these nations, mainly Edom and the biblical Egyptians, into slavery. This is why the Most High asked Tyre and said, Don, are you going to pay me a recompense? He's going to bring this back on their own heads. Then he's going to destroy Egypt and Edom. It's self-explanatory. So this is the real reasons why they are bombing and hanging around at the tongue of the Egyptian Sea as a deterrent for the children of Israel. And the reason why the Most High has to smite the Egyptian Sea 7 ways. We're scattered all around the earth. But mainly they think they're going to thwart prophecy. So in conclusion, what's going on, the Most High is bringing all nations to the valley of Jehoshaphat to be judged. The modern day Yemen, so what we know as Yemen, can be traced, some of them can be traced back to the descendants of Menelik or Sheba. And if you read 2 Chronicles 9:1 states that, and when the queen of Sheba heard of the fame of Solomon, she came to prove Solomon with hard questions at Jerusalem with a very great company and camels that bear spices and gold in abundance and precious stones. And when she was come to Solomon, she communed with him all that was hers in her heart. So there is a historical background of Queen of Sheba having visitation and more with King Solomon. It also states in Psalm 72:10, the kings of Tarshish and of the isles shall bring presents, the kings of Sheba and Seba shall offer gifts. We know that the ships of Tarshish are going to go out and collect the remnant of Israel from the 4 corners of the earth as well. In Isaiah 60:6, it says that the multitude of camels shall cover thee, the dromedaries of Midian and Ephah, and they from Sheba shall come. They shall bring gold and incense, and they shall show forth praise of the Most High. And if we go to Isaiah, start from the beginning, it states, Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Most High is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and the gross darkness the people. But the Most High shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. It's a precept to Joel 3. And the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and the kings to the brightness of thy rising. Lift up thine eyes round about, and see all they that gather themselves. They come to thee, thy sons shall come from far, and thy daughters shall be nursed at thy side. Also a precept to Psalm 72, what we just read. Then thou shalt see and flow together, and thine heart shall fear and be enlarged, because the abundance of the sea shall be converted unto thee. The forces of the Gentiles shall come unto thee, and the flocks of Kedar shall be gathered together unto thee. The rams of Naboth shall minister unto thee. They shall come up with the scepters on mine altar, and I will glorify the house of my glory. Who are these that fly as a cloud? Remember Isaiah, in the 11th chapter, who was taken out of Chicago like we were riding upon the wind. and as the doves to their windows. Surely the isles shall wait for me, and the ships of Tarshish first to bring thy sons from afar, their silver and their gold with them unto the name of the Most High thy power, and the Holy One of Israel, because he hath glorified thee. The sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee. Therefore thy gates shall be open continually, they shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yea, the nation shall be utterly wasted. The glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together to beautify the place of my sanctuary, and I will make the place of my feet glorious. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee the city of the Most High, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel. Whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee, I will make thee an eternal excellency, a joy of many generations. Thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles, and shalt suck the breast of kings, and thou shalt know that I am the Most High, and the Savior, the Redeemer, the Mighty One, Jacob. For brass I will bring gold, and for iron I will bring silver, and for wood brass, and for stones iron. I will also make thy officers peace, and thine exactors righteousness. Violence shall no more be heard in thy land, wasting nor destruction within thy borders. But thou shalt call thy wall salvation, and thy gates praise. The sun shall be no more thy light by day, neither for brightness shall the moon give light unto thee, but with the Most High shall be unto thee an everlasting light, and thy power, thy glory. The sun shall no more go down, neither shall the moon withdraw itself from, for the Most High shall be thine everlasting light, and the days of thy mourning shall be ended. Thy people also shall be righteous, they shall inherit the land forever. The branch of my planting, the work of my hands, that I may be glorified. A little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. I am the Most High, will hasten it in his time. I'm going to end it with verse 22. So now we have the ultimate reason behind the bombing of the Sabean people, what we know today as the Yemenis. And it's because all nations are being gathered to the valley of Jehoshaphat to be judged. And the Grecians, the children of the Grecians, and all the coast of Palestine will be sold unto the Sabeans. We also have a strong possibility of the bloodline of the son of Solomon, Menelek's bloodline, dwelling there on the coast of Sinai, or the Sabeans. Not only that, the descendants from Sheba will also come and bring gifts unto the Most High as the restoration of Zion draws near. Now, that's the restoration, and it talks about after the 1,000 years. So, but I'm just focusing on the restoration at this time, that this will happen. We have the Sabeans that will bring gifts unto the house of the Most High, and Jacob will, and the whole house of Israel will be dwelling safely. These Sabeans are a part of a prophetic time to the Hebrew first and to the Gentile. That's why this gospel must be preached to the Hebrew first and then to the Gentile and to the ends of the earth. And we're almost there. Then the kingdom shall come. Those who have an ear, let them hear what the Spirit is saying. Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all of these things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man. And for those who refuse to take part in the tree of life and to drink from the fountains of living water, let them be unjust still. And the bride said, Come, Messiah, come, thy kingdom come. Amen.